I'm a terrible business partner. I'm so late. I'm supposed to be there already, and I'm not there yet. Neither one of you two open your mouth and tell Aunt Teresa where we were and why we were late. Promise? I see you. Don't tell her. Even if she offers you chicken. Thank you. There's trouble one and trouble two. Good knots. Very important in dog training. Switching leashes out. Heffa was much better about doing the leash stuff today. He was much better when I was approaching him, so we're going to shrink his leash a little bit more today. And Graham's always good. He's got a little bit less of a reactive nervous system for the flight out. All right, let's throw him to the wolves. Or werewolves, because they're half human, half dogs nowadays, as my mentor says. I'm doing Graham first, because I want him to see all this, because this is what his problem is. So he likes to control the situation with Graham. There he goes. Let's see if he'll detach. There he goes. So that's where his power comes from. This is good. This is what I'm just checking to see. Graham went back and smelled, but look at him. He's choosing to come out and be. Yeah, that's my man right there. Look at that. Beautiful. Choosing to come by me, check in with me. That's good. Instead of Heffa. There he goes, beautiful. Attracted to Jake, most dogs are, quite confident. So I did a little something with him at the fence there that I couldn't have my phone out for, but I'll show it another time. But he did not obsess about Graham when he came in. So he's letting the other dogs near Graham, which is a little better today. I'm just trying to make sure that Graham feels comfortable moving and that he's not going to put pressure on. Like right here, see how he gets this? What's Kita's intention with? That's the subtle shit. You see that right there? In the middle. And then Kita moves away. Do you see that? That's the subtle stuff. If you're dog training, you can't see that. See, look at him now. Look at it. So this is what I'm going to work on. I'm putting my phone away for a little bit. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be a black lab and be happy. Graham likes some. Graham likes some. They're going to start the Funk Railroad together. So I'm doing stuff with him that's making me more important than following him in the environment today. That's what I'm going to be working on. So instead of thinking about what do I do to control Graham, he's going to be thinking, what do I do so that I don't get repercussions on me from that dude with the dog side hat on. So when Graham starts moving closer towards him, that's when this starts. You see that? It's a space thing. It's interesting. Thinking about me, not Graham. Right here, watch. You'll see what happens right here. So when he puts the pressure on Graham, see that choice right there? Not to go towards him. A little lick of the lips. Lick of the lips, tip of the tongue. It's from a movie, sorry. Look at him. Look at him. Choosing retreat. He will get this guy to play. He's so conflicted. Graham wants to, man. He's like, yo, I kind of like you. They did a little shakedown for a second. He'll play with anybody. Now he's going to try to get Heffa to play. He's like, hey, man. Yeah, see that choice? To give up space? That's good. Walk away. And that's good. Tell him you don't like it. It's more than acceptable from Marlo. And then he walks forward. So that happened because Marlo didn't listen. He moved off. He's like, I got enough, man. And then he has every right to tell him as a discipline bite. Back off, motherfucker. But he's not doing that. That's what we're doing. So now he's been thinking, so he's going to rest. He went right in and laid down instantly. I believe your mom ordered the water with cucumber and mint. Or no, you had a lemon ginger. Okay, I'll be right back for you. All right, so a couple times we've been working on that. We're going to continue to work on that in the yard together. The other thing that I had 2 problems with one time with getting everybody integrated was a surprise new dog. So that's what we're going to work on right now. Teresa's going to and Heffa's going to get surprised by 2 new dogs. and be able to control his reaction to that. That's what we're working on. Here we go. So just as I started to let this dog out, Jake came right over and was like, look at him, back and forth. Is everybody calm? Is everybody in the same state at the same time for the same reason? Because if not, I have to make them there because we're in the charge. That's my job. So new energy came, so he's trying to make sure everything stays the same. Same time, same reason, same feeling. So that's open. He could totally come out, but I'm not letting him. Some practice. And now I'm letting him come out if he wants to. He can make the choice, but the choice he's starting with is a brain that's backwards and thinking about me, not thinking about bursting out. So I'm going to let Rocco out right now. Let's see if that draws him out. So Rocco and him met there. Let's go. He's more interested in Graham. It's interesting. Rocco looking slim. You guys been noticing? Look at him. He's got waistline. He's better juke moves now when he gets over. There we go. So he put himself away. And look who's moving around free as free bird as the sun. Whatever that song goes from the 60s. Teresa will sing it. She knows it. So watch. I think I've made a new friend. He likes the spot. Go butt on you. So I was out cruising around. I figured I would just share something with everybody. Remember, figure out your why. Figure out your why. It's very important in business, dogs, everything. Stay tuned. We'll talk more about it. My battery's dying. I have to charge up. Got a great question from Yoga Dog Art, Yoga Dog Art, Yoga. What up, Miami? She said, when do you address the whining with Heffa and when did you let it go? Good question. And I don't really have a concrete answer. I could just kind of like hear it and feel it by the environment. So when Graham was moving around, I knew what his motives were. He wanted to get out there and control. So when he was whining, I told him I didn't like that. So the whining is doing something dominant. It's trying to control. So I squash that. If he's just, he looks like he wants to move, but he's not. So sometimes you'll see a dog like circle around and then like they're giving up as they're doing it. Nothing. But if they're sitting up and they're looking, ears perked, dominance, no. So we've had a good day with those two in the yard, starting to have them separate a little bit more and a little bit more. We got 4 new dogs coming in right now. It's 1:15. So once they get here, I'm going to get them situated, bring them back out, do the same thing with Heffa. I'm going to surprise him with those dogs, so he's like new dog, ah, instead of going bah, he's going to go new dog and then stay in dog mode. That's what we're hoping, at least. We're going to practice. And Graham's Graham. I'm working on more him and me kind of things. He's doing a good job, touching him, rubbing him, loving him. You see that face? Of course I want to love him and rub him. Both of them. I just want to take a nap with him. Look who rolled in. It's the Greens and the Yanya, Miza and Gracie. Better late than never, right, Greens? What, we out all night? Beyonce. I'm going to let these guys get situated for a few minutes. Sniff butts. Wait for the energy to go down a little bit. I'm going to start and let Hef out. I'm going to let the Grammar out. We'll get it going, boy. There's the Grammar getting him a little Beyonce smell down. Look at her, made her tail wiggle. You made her tail wiggle, Graham. Look at it. You made the tail wiggle. You liked it. I see it. Be proud of that. Look, she can't fake it. Look at it. It's happening. It comes right here. It's all attached. With a beautiful face. And that beautiful face. So what I'm working on right now is this guy being a little bit too much stress for Heffa, which is good. A little bit too much face smelling. A little bit too much touching, but in a good way, so that he can feel that stress and control his reaction to it. Where before he would explode, but now he's able to control his feelings. He's able to pick another option, which is to move away. That's why it's hard to do this stuff on leash. I don't know how people do it. It's tricky. They have to be able to move. They have to be able to move, reduce their own stress when they feel it, be curious when they feel it. See that right there? But in his mind, that was a good experience. Right? He was able to diffuse his own stress, so now he's going to put pressure on Graham again, so that's when I watch him, right here. There we go. I step in while he's smelling here, stop his, then he gets sidetracked. He just started smelling penguin because he was not able to do what he normally does. Then he starts to follow me. See how this slowly starts to become more of what's important than following Graham? All right. So what's kind of interesting is once Graham stops, then he starts to move more. So once he has Graham where he wants him, like right here, Graham's frozen. Once he starts moving, watch, he'll start moving. That'll alert him. It's the basics of any job. I have to know who puts stress on me, and who can I put stress on. And that's what helps diffuse it all. There we go. Keeps the balance. Somebody might have had a little bit too much of his dad's magic potion today. He's just waking up. It's 5:15 and he has not moved all day. He was sleeping under the water fountain. You can see his butt is... But I'd rather him sleep than be in pain. So I think he's okay. You're going to be okay for ramen tonight, mister? It's ramen night. You going to be all right? All right, going to tough it out. How was your day today, Heffa? Yeah, have a good one, man. There's Grammar. Everybody had a nice day. They're ready to get picked up, man. It's home time. You have to come to my house and have... It's dinner time for you. It's dinner time for you. Where's Jacob? Oh, he's still sleeping, probably. Hi, Mars. 3 kiss